started with the prefix of Toastmasters and potential Toastmasters for our guest. Similarly, each person should necessarily add the prefix of TM to their new Zoom IDs, post which they can also add their roles for the day, just like Toastmaster Prashant has done. And fourth and final rule is to make sure that we are not hurting anybody's sentiments while we are speaking topics related to religion, gender, and politics. Also, I'd like to mention the theme, the mission of our meeting. The mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment to develop oral communication and leadership skills of every individual member, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. And now, without any further ado, I'd like to call the acting president of the day. Well, the acting president is none other than me today, than me. So now I'll be donning the hat of acting president. For then I'll be going to the guest introduction and all the other things. Okay, so firstly, as an acting president, good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for choosing me the acting president for the day and giving me the opportunity to initiate the meeting today. As we know, that situation is not very bright outside, but Toastmasters can help us bring a smile on our faces for at least these two hour duration, so that we can forget what all is. I think forget is not the right word. We can actually move on from what is happening outside and concentrate on the meeting and smile throughout the meeting as well. Also, I've been told to mention that the accolades the club has received during the past week. Firstly, it's the Smedley Award, which is for bringing 5 members during the past 2 months. So, a round of applause for the membership team, which includes Toastmaster Kanika and her team for winning the award. And the next one is the Accelerator Award, which means that we are right on the path of accelerating on the path of becoming a great club. I think since we are already a great club, I should be saying the greatest club. Now it's time to go for the guest introduction. I can see potential Toastmaster Jaswinder. Jaswinder, can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jaswinder Singh.
Hi, Jaswinder.
Hi, basically, what I need from, can I introduce myself?
Yeah, you can introduce yourself and why you have joined the meeting today. What brought you here?
Okay. My name is Jaswinder Singh, and by profession, I am an accountant and I have my accountancy firm in Genetic Center. And I want to explore and join group meeting. And I already joined one group, and in which I'm facing some difficulty regarding English speaking. So that's why I joined the Toastmaster.
Thank you, potential Toastmaster Jaswinder.
I have fear about speaking English.
Thank you so much, potential Toastmaster Jaswinder. You're at the right platform, and all the difficulties that you're facing, I'm sure you'll be able to rectify over here. And I can see potential Toastmaster Shweta Bansali. So can you please unmute yourself, Shweta, and introduce yourself?
Actually, I'm not new to the group. I have attended before also, but anyways, still if I need to introduce, I can, not a problem.
Yes, you can go ahead, Shweta.
Okay, perfect. So this is Dr. Shweta Bansali, and sorry, but what all I have to tell, I don't know. I mean, what I do or how to like go about it, because it was not clear from Jaswinder how he introduced himself.
You can just tell what you do and why you have joined the club, what brought you here.
Okay. Perfect. This is Dr. Shweta Bansali. I've done my PhD in nanotechnology, and I'm a scientist. So I'm very much interested in always innovating for the benefit of humanity as well as environment. That's what I work for. And secondly, I'm always like writing something, poetries and all. I've done open mics and all those kind of things. So I'm like always looking forward to how I can make this world a better place by, putting out thoughts in front of all of you, actually, the Toastmasters and everyone. Actually, I'm a little late. I wanted to join the society sooner, but nonetheless, what we say, no, better late than never. So yeah, that's who I am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for such a lovely introduction. And we love to have you back in. We love to have you in the Toastmasters Club since you've been a regular as a guest. I can see potential Toastmasters Sakshi Kaushik. Sakshi, can you please unmute and introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone, I'm Sakshi Kaushik and I cleared my 12th the past year and now I'm pursuing company secretary as my main career. Also, I joined this group to enhance my public speaking skills and gain confidence, because also I've heard about this Toastmaster club from my instructor and he suggested me this. So I'm pursuing this. So let's see how this goes.
I'm sure it'll go very well for you, Toastmaster, potential Toastmaster Sakshi. And I don't see any other. I think we are done with our guest introduction. Yes. So now it's time to mention the theme for today's meeting. It's quite an interesting one. In fact, it is fear has no face. Let's face it. So I personally, I'm sure you all are very excited and intrigued to see what Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sunny, has to offer. About the Toastmaster of the day, before we proceed further, I'd like to introduce himself. Toastmaster Sunny is a business analyst by profession, but there's much more to him than being his profession. He's a dreamer, fun-loving person, passionate about things that are close to his heart, a bit confused at times, but it doesn't seem though. And he's very focused on turning his dreams into reality, be it being an accomplished professional, a competent speaker, a future blogger, and also plans to own a restaurant someday. Well, that is Toastmaster Sunny for you. And now there's one request to all the members that when any member comes to the stage, we should unmute ourselves and applaud. This is the least we can do to raise the energy bars in this virtual meetings. So without any further ado, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Sunny. Toastmaster Sunny, the stage is all yours. Please unmute yourselves and applaud.
Thank you so much, CM Vaibhav. Thank you so much for a lovely introduction. So I can't be more excited. Yes. So good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to this meeting, and I'm sure we'll have a great time together for the next couple of hours. As you all must have seen the bright flashing poster with those scary alphabets, fear has no face. Sorry, please excuse me if you are thinking that I have watched too many horror movies of late. No, this is not the case. But given the current unprecedented times of despair, grief, and gloom, one word that comes to a mind, and since most of us are scared of the unknown, scared of the outcome, so more than anything else, as far as I am concerned, yes, this word fear comes to my mind more often than not. And only thing I know about fear is it is the most destructive element in our minds, that is fear. But I want to know from all of you, what does fear look like? Have you seen fear? Does it look like your dominating dad, or does it resemble your nagging wife, especially when you are late from office without informing her? Or it looks like that horrible, ugly monster straight from the Star Wars movies or your bedtime stories? Well, for me, the biggest fear is fear of unknown. So now let's try to understand from all of you in just one line, what is or has been your biggest fear. So I'll randomly pick people. So starting with CM Mohit, could you please unmute yourself and share about your fear?
Okay. Audible?
Yes, Mohit, you are very much audible.
I think I have all my life, I've always had some or the other fear. They keep changing. And at one point in time when I remember when I was young, I had somebody tell me that you would not do very well in life. In his own words, he said, "Ille ille karega, pad le, ille ille karega." What that would mean was that if you don't study hard now, you will waste your life. And I had a huge fear of I will waste my life. I will not be able to do anything worthwhile. I kept carrying that fear for a very long time, but thankfully all that followed helped me overcome it. Yeah, that's what I remember, Sunny, at this time.
Okay, thank you, Mohit. So now let me go to our president, CM Sanjeev. Sanjeev sir, could you please unmute yourself and share your biggest fear with us?
Okay, hi, good morning, everybody. Like coming to fears, to be frank, I'm many times not very clear what is that I am afraid of. But probably I'm afraid of maybe large gatherings. If I have to, let's say, give a speech in front of a large gathering, or I'm maybe afraid to take some kind of a decision when there is a lot of uncertainty.
Toastmaster Sunny, you're on mute.
Sorry, Sanjeev sir, I want to ask you you can help all of us. So are you actually scared of the situation, or the fear is more of the outcome?
I'll say outcome.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So there's always some fear what will happen if I do that or go in front of a large crowd.
Yes, that is the fear of unknown. So can I pick, okay, let's ask CM Harpreet. Harpreet sir, could you please unmute yourself and answer my question?
Yeah. Yeah, so I am more fearful of losing my loved ones. This is what I've been seeing of late happening. And I also second to what Toastmaster Sanjeev said, that most of the situation when you really don't know what is going to happen, and there's a crucial situation to take some critical decision. So at that point in time, definitely, as you said, it is the fear of unknown. Plus, most fearful of losing the loved one because I'm very possessive.
Yes. Thank you, sir. And anyone want to volunteer? I have just one slot left. Anyone who wants to share?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Ritu, and I'm actually comfortable speaking in the society. It's not a problem speaking in a crowd, but when I come across pseudo society, like the people who are very superficial, pretentious, then I get a little nervous about it. And fear, yeah, of course, presently we are all facing fear of corona, and we all want to have our closed loved ones, close to us. And so, yeah, thank you. You are on mute, Sunny.
My God. Okay, thank you everyone. From all of your responses, one common thing that I could observe is that we mostly fear the fear of unknown, and as in what is going to happen in future, or whether or not I will be successful or I'll fail at whatever I'm doing. So in the succeeding section, we will talk a bit more about fear and how to overcome that. So again, as I wanted to keep this discussion more participative, I would again like to throw one more question. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between fear and phobia? Anyone?
Maybe shall I attempt, Sunny?
Yes, sir. Yes, please
I
go
think
ahead.
fear, to a certain extent, fear is still rational. You have certain logic. Okay, you fear crowds, or you fear certain, let's say, some wild animal or something. On the other hand, phobia is unbiased fear. Means there is no real or logical reason for fearing something, but still you fear something. I think that's the subtle
Yes, sir.
difference.
You almost nailed it, bang on. Yes, fear is a natural emotion, whereas phobia is a form of highly intense fear of something which is not likely to pose actual danger. So when we are living in fear for quite long, and that fear is accompanied by intense emotions, then of course it might take the form of phobias. So now we will further talk about it. So I would now like to invite a journal evaluator who would be explaining us about his role, along with introducing us with his wonderful team of auxiliary role players. Over to you, journal evaluator.
Thank you so much, Sunny. And good morning, everybody, again. So today I'll be the general evaluator of the Toastmasters Club meeting, and I'm quite excited about it. This is the first time that I would be conducting, and I'm really going to evaluate the entire meeting after the speeches and all the evaluations after everything is done. So I'm going to start off with introduction of the auxiliary role players now. So first we have Prashant, who is going to play the role of AHA counter. Prashant Rawat, I hope he's already joined the meeting.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Hi, Prashant. So Prashant is working as an IT professional. His hobbies are playing badminton, cricket, watching movies. Also, he's a fitness enthusiast. He strongly believes in the motto that being healthy is more important than being rich. So thank you for the information and advice.
Yeah.
Please explain your role.
Yep.
Prashant.
Thanks, General Evaluator, for the nice introduction about me. So, hi all. So today I will be playing the role of the R counter. So my role would be, first is to note the unnecessary words that are being used in the meeting, like you know, you see. The second is sound like hum. And third is repetition of the word, like I mean. And last is long pauses used by the member during the meeting. So I will be sharing my report in the evaluation section. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you, Prashant. Next, we have Preeti, who is going to act as the grammarian today. Preeti is a software engineer by profession. She loves listening to soft music during her leisure time. So over to you, Preeti. Please explain your role.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today, I am acting as a grammarian. I will be noting down the incomplete sentences being used, incorrect pronunciation of any of the words. I'll be noting down the good vocabulary, good usages of the phrases, good usages of grammars, articles, tenses, words, etc. Apart from that, I'll be tracking down the number of times people are using word of the day. Word of the day for today is plethora, meaning abundance. You can see examples in the chat box section. So I'll be presenting my report at the end. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. Next is
his speaker's speech objectives.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunny. So Toastmaster Ishani is on her innovative planning pathway, and she is on level 2 project 1. The purpose of this project is for her to identify her primary leadership styles. She can share some of her leadership style or share leadership styles in general. And her speech should be well organized. It's always a pleasure to listen to Toastmaster Ishani, and I am looking forward to evaluating her. Over to you, Toastmaster Sunny.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kumar. So let me invite our next speaker, Toastmaster Ishani, who has been and she's a writer in the making. So we can now invite Ishani, Toastmaster Ishani, to give us how are these leaders so damn good? How are these leaders so damn good? Toastmaster Ishani, all the best.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. And can you see the screen that I'm sharing?
Yes.
Can you see the next slide? Like I'm
Yeah,
switching between.
automatically.
All right. Cool. Last week, I completed 4 years at this particular club, or Toastmasters International, if you may. And it is in moments like these that I like to look back and see all the milestones that I've covered so far. I like to look at what I achieved, what I did not, how I could have performed something better, and how I did perform something in a good way. Back in 2017, when I joined, I was just a final year college student who had denied the opportunity to attend oration at Chandigarh because of her final examinations. I had no clue what I wanted to do with respect to my journey here. All I knew was that I liked the vibe of this place. But about the future, no particular idea. But 2 months later, I found myself editing the newsletter, thus leading it. A year later, I was elected as a VP Education, and 6 months post that, I was the president of the club. All this while, I have had the opportunity to work with some of the best leaders I've ever seen in my life. And if you find yourself smiling, you are either one of them, or have had the opportunity, just like me, to either work with them or be in the club in their presence. But as I looked at all these people, one question that continuously haunted my mind was, how in the world are these leaders so damn good at what they do? And I got my answer when I dipped my toe in the ocean called leadership. I had 4 major realizations. The first realization was that every leader that you ever see has a vision. Steve Jobs in one of his interviews once said that there needs to be someone who is sort of the keeper and the reiterator of the vision. Because it really helps if there's someone saying that, well, we are one step closer. You see, when a leader has a vision, they not only are true to it, but if the vision is very honest, they work for it. No matter the situation, no matter the condition, no matter the financial constraints. Every good leader that you see out there works for the vision that they carry. This vision, which brings me to my realization number 2, not only helps them be optimistic or help them communicate their goal in a particular, on a specific, or a better way, it also helps them lead by example. which gives us an image of the leaders that have set the bar so high. Back in 2018, before I became the VP Education, I sort of, for a brief moment, wanted to leave the club, but I did not, because you see me giving a speech right now. And the reason I did not was that some of these few leaders that I have seen in my Toastmasters journey, they took out the time, they showed the courage, and they proved to me that I mattered. They told me that they cared not only as a friend, but as a part of this big community as well. And had it not been for this compassion, which is my realization number 3, had it not been for this honesty, probably would have left the club long ago, before I entered any of the leadership activities. You see, all these qualities that we see, honesty, leading by example, having a vision, being compassionate, all these leaders make a person an effective leader. And all these effective leaders communicate and work in particular manners, 7 of which are something that you can see on the screen. The first leadership style that we see is autocratic, in which a person say, this is something that I want, this is something that has to be done, and you need to do as I say. The second is authoritative, in which the leader says that I have a vision, all you have to do is follow me. The third is pace setting. In pace setting, although the leaders push their members to reach the finish line, they have set the bar so high that in the longer run, it becomes negative and it becomes tiring for the members. The fourth leadership style is laissez-faire. Now, in this leadership style, although the leader has allowed or has expressed their opinions about people and how they can have as much freedom as possible, they sort of give no direction, which puts this particular leadership style, according to me, in both the positive and negative lights. But there are something more than just negative and positive, leadership styles, right? We have democratic. We see the government working, right? We see leaders asking for people's contribution. And this is the first positive style that I've come across. Next, we have coaching, in which the leaders take people's opinions, and although they are teaching them, it doesn't seem that way, and it's basically is something positive. The last but not the least is affiliative, in which the leaders know that the people matter, that the people come first, and the emotional needs are supported. Now, out of all these 7, the first 3 are something that you can see in the negative light, and the last 3 are something that you can see in the positive light. And in all my time at Toastmasters or in my workplace as well, the leaders that I have had the opportunity to work with followed the latter 3, which is autocratic, coaching, and affiliative. And this is what set them apart. You see, leaders are made good. Leaders become good over time. Leadership is something that is not achieved in a particular day. Leadership is not something that you just achieve by dipping your toe in the ocean. You have to go deep. Leadership is a skill which requires plethora of time and plethora of passion and hard work to, succeed at. And all these leaders that I mentioned, they worked for it. They worked for the betterment of the people around. They worked for their vision. They were compassionate. They led by example, and they showed the integrity, which we all consider as one of the basic core values of Toastmasters International. And this was my 4th and my biggest realization of all, that leaders are not born, they are instead made. These leaders work for it. This was the biggest realization, and also the answer to my question, how are all these leaders so damn good? So if you find yourself wondering how people out there achieve what they do, not only follow a particular leadership style, but they follow it because they want to be an effective leader and they know how to do it. They learn along the way and be what they are. A good leader who sets the bar so damn high. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ishani. It was again a cracker of a speech from you as always. So now we go for 1 minute break for feedback.
One minute is over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, so now can I request the Checkmaster to launch the poll for the best speaker, since we are done with the prepared speeches, so we can have the poll for best speaker right now.
Okay,
I-
Toastmaster Sunny, there is one disqualification.
Yes. Who is disqualified?
It's Toastmaster Ishani. So then there
Okay.
is only one speaker left. So
Okay, satisfying then.
then I don't think we need to conduct the poll.
Okay. Okay, not an issue, sir. Shall we go for break now, or after the table topic session is over?
Table topic, I guess we can conduct the
Okay.
table topic session first.
Yes, sure. So yes, I will. So now, everyone, hold on to your seat for another engaging and exciting table topic session. And for that, I would be inviting our table topic master of the day, Toastmaster Abhishek. Over to you, table topic master. Have fun. All the best.
Am I audible? Someone please confirm.
Yes, Abhishek. Yeah.
According to a recent survey, the most difficult impromptu topic that has been asked by men from their partners is, and I quote, "How much do you love me?" And if you want to stand up to the expectations of this question, especially the guest, you must participate and join Toastmasters, because we at Toastmasters provide a creative and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and your relationship growth. Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Abhishek Ahuja, and don't confuse me as a relationship master. I'm rather your table topic master. And being a table topic master, I'll be calling out people randomly and allotting them a topic. All you have to do is speak on the topic, and the time limit for the same is 1 to 2 minutes. So first, I would request one of the member to please come forward. You can raise your hands if you're willing to participate. Otherwise, I'll pick by myself. Okay, there's no one. So let's welcome Toastmaster. Okay, so we have here, let's welcome Toastmaster Kanika. So topic for you is, what makes you smile? Over to you.
Well. Guess What makes me smile the most? Toastmaster Mohit, any guesses?
Making others smile.
Oh my.
Yes, absolutely correct. On point. Toastmaster Mohit nailed it. This is the answer. I want to make others smile, and that makes me smile. But wait, I have other things as well. One thing that over here everyone loves to, and that makes them smile. What is that? That's the Toastmaster stage that we love to be on. I remember in the month of January, after almost 1 year, when I gave this speech, we were holding our first physical meeting after really long. And I gave the speech, and I felt so happy that I can't stop. I could not control myself smiling continuously. I was at that time sitting with Toastmaster Bhav and Toastmaster Rishabh, and we were smiling continuously. I remember seeing the picture right now in my phone, having we all smiling in that picture, giving a pose, peace that we all wanted. Yes, smile. Toastmaster stage, Toastmaster community, making others smile from one way to the other. Taking this path or that path, doesn't matter. Making others smile, being on Toastmasters stage, interacting with Toastmasters community, smiling together is the best thing I can ever imagine. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanika. I must say that this is my second meeting, and TMW is definitely a place which makes me smile as well. So let's move on to the second table topic, and I would request a guest to please come forward. So we have Shweta over here. So the topic is, if God gives you one wish, what would you wish for? Over to you.
Okay, hello everyone again. And as very beautifully said by Kanika, definitely people over here are so positive and amazing that it makes me smile as well. With that, I will just say, though if God grants me one wish, that would be that humanity plays its role always. You know, that we have more humans than the people who are here and forgetting what humanity is. Everyone is good, I know, but if God can grant me one wish, I will take away all the negativity from the world and fill it with love, kindness, positivity, and lots of good wishes to come true, and make this world what it is for a higher purpose, you know, to make it beautiful. It's all inside of us, actually. Sometimes living this life, we forget that. So I would definitely take the help of that spiritual power and go ahead and make this world that place. That's what I would want. And I think me and all of you together can make this world like that. Right? That is what I believe in, and that is what I do, and I follow in my own little ways, being the social butterfly that I am. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shweta. I hope humanity prevails in the upcoming times as well. And while I was writing down this topic, I was thinking, what is one thing that I would have asked God for? And something that came to my mind is, I would request him to reduce my working hours from 10 hours to 8 hours. That's all what I want from him. So now, before I welcome and move forward to welcoming more guests, I would like to share some few lines so as to encourage each one of you to come forward. And they are, कुछ लोग तुम्हें समझाएंगे, वो तुमको खौफ दिलाएंगे, जो है वो भी खो सकता है, इस राह में रैजन है इतनी, रैजन डिफिकल्टीज। कुछ लोग तुम्हें समझाएंगे, वो तुमको खौफ दिलाएंगे, जो है वो भी खो सकता है, इस राह में रैजन है इतनी, कुछ और यहाँ हो सकता है, कुछ और तो अक्सर होता है, कुछ और तो अक्सर होता है, पर तुम जिस लम्हे में जिंदा हो, ये लम्हा तुमसे जिंदा है, पर तुम जिस लम्हे में जिंदा हो, ये लम्हा तुमसे जिंदा है। ये वक्त नहीं फिर आएगा, ये वक्त नहीं फिर आएगा, तुम अपनी करनी कर गुजरो, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. And with these lines, I would request some of the guests to please come forward and utilize this time. So we have so many members. So let's welcome Toastmaster Sunny Mehta first. Toastmaster Sunny, your topic is, what's your childhood dream? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. So talking about childhood dream. Dreams are wonderful seeds of your imagination. If you are able to fulfill them, those give you some ecstatic moments. But if those are not fulfilled, that remains as a strong desire in your heart. So in my years of growing up, as I was struggling to overcome my stammer, I had this strong ambition to become a great public speaker. And that ambition was burning inside me. And I was not able to take that single step. I was not able to do whatever was required to work on my public speaking skills until 30 years. After 30 to 35 years, I was able to venture out of my comfort zone. I was able to join a speech awareness organization. At the same time, become an active member of Toastmaster community and was able to take my fear head on. And right now, I can say that with each day, each minute, and each second, I am fulfilling my unfulfilled dream. And that is the message I want to give to everyone. And that also syncs well with the theme of today. Let's face our fears and achieve our dreams. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Harpreet. What would you like to do as soon as this tough time gets over? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek, for giving me opportunity. So as this tough time goes over, first thing I'm going to do is that I am going to meet all my friends. I am going to personally visit them. I would want to see them because it's been almost more than a year that we have been able to meet, take know-how about them, how are they doing, and I would also want to do party with them. I would want to celebrate with them because this is one of the hardest time ever I have seen in my life. Once this pandemic goes over, definitely I would want to personally cherish that moment of being with them because what I've realized over this period is that we have got so much blessings. There are so many well-wishers who care a lot about us, but we have not been able to give them quality time, that family time. So we should definitely respect that. And once we are back in normal, we should create a line between how much time we spend in the other things and the family time. So we have to make that segregation, fix our priorities accordingly, and try do justice to all our family members and others. So that is what is my wish. Once this pandemic goes over, celebrate with them, enjoy life, and kind of give them back what they have been giving to us all this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harpreet. Definitely, the one thing that comes to my mind that I would do once this pandemic gets over is attend a live meeting of TMW. And now I have personally got a request from Jason So I would request Jason to come over, and the topic for him is, what is something you have always wanted to try but have been too afraid to? Over to you.
Jason D'Souza speaking. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a guest at this club at the behest of Mr. Sunny Mehta. Thank you, Sunny, for inviting me. And I too am a stutterer like Sunny. So back to the topic, which is one thing I would like to try out, which I haven't yet. Well, for sure, it would be skydiving. Now, for some of you, you may say, yeah, that's just a cliched answer, right? But for me, I'm a thrill seeker. So I like trying new things. But this was not always the case. When I was living back in India, I was a very homely boy. I did everything my mother wanted me to do and nothing else. But once I moved abroad, I live in Singapore now. My wife has changed my perception of the world. And now I'm more of a thrill seeker, like to try something new, new foods, new activities, etc. And I've always had my mind on skydiving. It could be because of that thrill you see when you're standing on the edge of that plane and stepping out into oblivion, into that wide open space, and not knowing whether you're going to survive or not. Well, these days, it's a lot safer than the older days. But for sure, the thrill is still there. And yes, that would be my go-to thing, of course, after the pandemic. So I'm really looking forward to it. Jason D'Souza.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jason. Next, I guess this is the last table topic since I'm short of time. So I would like to welcome Toastmaster Weber. Your topic is, what would you prefer in your partner, beauty or brain? Over to you.
This is not a topic for me, but still I'll give it a try. Beauty or brains? I'll definitely go for brains. The reason why your beauty is not everlasting, but your brain is something that will carry not only your partner, but you forever. I think it was Albert Einstein who said this, that, please don't laugh, this is getting a bit embarrassing, that it was Albert Einstein who said that 85% of the people who are successful choose their spouses very, very carefully. And the reason being that your spouses are not just the ones who carry you, who motivate you in your life, but they also carry your finances very well. So in terms of financially, I would say that you should definitely go for brains over beauty. If you want beauty, you can go for Miss India, but in Miss India or Miss World as well, it's more about brains than the beauty. The questions they've been asked, the activities they've been asked to perform, you can see that their acumen is being tested more on what's on the outside. And it is always said that it always matters what's in the inside, not on the outside. That's it from my side. My green card is here, and over to you, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you, Toastmaster Weber. Definitely, brain is something that will last forever. I would request to know that if the time is still there, I'll go with one more topic. Otherwise, we'll end this session.
Although the time is over, I think we can end the session here.
Okay, so that was all from my side. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek, and I hope all of us thoroughly enjoyed this session. So now I would like to ask Mr. Trimer if there are any disqualifications?
Not in the table topics,
Okay, sir.
but I will need a
So-
couple of minutes to make the poll.
Yes,
so maybe
yes.
we can go for a break now.
Yes. Yes, we can have a short 5-minute break, and after that we can have the poll for table topic speakers, table topic session. Okay, guys, enjoy the break. I'll share my screen. I'll just it has a screenshot which you can link, you can see and think upon. Or if you want a bio break, please feel free to make the best use of this break time. See you soon.
Are we allowed to mingle during the break?
Yes.
Toastmasters of the day?
Yes, yes, why not? Why not, Jason? That is a great opportunity to speak to other people and know each other.
Yeah.
All the best.
In fact, when I used to attend my face-to-face Toastmasters meetings, that was the best opportunity, or the best segment which I like was the break, because it's less formal and you get to speak with different people, get to know them, and make some good friends in the process. Let's see who we have here. All right, let's hear from Mohit. Mohit, can you introduce yourself for me? Because, or I can introduce myself to you first if you like.
I heard you when you were speaking. Am I audible, Jason?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead. Maybe you can share a few line or two about you, and then I can go.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm originally from Goa.
You look like you're
trying
from
to
Goa.
look
You're-
from. I'm just trying to have a look. To have a look and see if anybody is smiling with their eyes wide open, because whenever I say I'm from Goa, then I usually get that as a reaction. Oh, you're from Goa, and then I
That's
go,
great.
yeah.
Just invite us. We all will come and host a TMWD meeting in Goa one day.
Yeah, but now, unfortunately or fortunately, I live in Singapore. I still attend
That
a
is-
few of the meetings in Goa.
That is even better, Jason.
So how
You
many
can have
of us are wanting
Singapore.
to go to Singapore for a meeting?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, I can share my meeting
And
of
send
my club.
the ticket price and everything, so I can start arranging.
Yeah, if that was only possible now, because now everything is closed, all the borders have been closed, so unfortunately you'll have to wait.
We'll wait for surely. And Toastmaster Web, that topic was for you. You have actually searched how much percentage in that Albert Einstein theory. How you can say that topic was not for you?
It was coincident. Acha, Toastmaster Harkishan, how come you're here?
He just
It's
woke
good.
up.
I just woke up and I was willing to join the meeting, so I came
I
here.
thought you listened to your elder brother. I only said 3-4 days back. You
I
should
don't
join.
have an elder brother.
Your elder brother is right here.
You joined the meeting bang on time. I think you joined the meeting before time.
No, I just joined hardly a few minutes ago.
No, I was just kidding. Okay, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Who is his elder brother?
Toastmaster Web.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Brother from
are
another
y'all
mother.
also in the same house?
And I must say, like always, as I mean, everyone says that the mother and father of TMWD is Toastmaster Bhavya and Toastmaster Rajendra
Toastmaster Webber,
Kohli.
yes. Toastmaster Webber. You're going to say Toastmaster Webber.
No, I must say that the Toastmaster currently, the people who are coming right now, for them, the father and the mother, everything is Toastmaster Mohit, at least for me.
I thought you were going to say Weber's name there because he's so like all
I'll
over the
not say
place
his
and
ऐसे नहीं हो सकता.
acting president and he's doing so well.
Sir, I don't like the word acting. I want only president.
You getting there? One step closer to that.
Elections are Vaibhav, elections are nearby only.
But sir, you have to vote for me now.
Sure. First you have to stand for the election.
Definitely, sir. अब तो करूँ, अब तो खड़ा ही होना पड़ेगा.
Are you all from Delhi or is there anyone from some other city?
Uttar Pradesh. Noida, yeah.
You insist.
By the way, Jason, I was thinking that your t-shirt and your style gives a hint that you are from Goa originally.
Oh, well, I could also be from Australia.
Yeah, some place where there are beaches.
Yeah, true. Well, it is hot over here, and it is the afternoon, so I guess.
Jason,
Yeah.
like Singapore is quite nice, beautiful, but then it can be quite boring also. No, it's a very small city and kind of it's a country basically, but like a small city, you know, it's very limited options you get to know.
Yeah, I think I haven't ever heard anyone say this except you, but I think your insights are very true, and I fully agree with you. It is a small country,
Because
and
I've
after you
been
live here for a while,
I've been there quite a few number of times, but for not more than 2 to 3 days, you can stay there.
Jason, the
Yeah, of
Singapore Eye
course.
is still closed, or is it open now?
It's closed now. It's closed. It closed for about a month now. It's going to be closed, and after that, they hopefully will reopen it. Let's see.
Okay, everyone, I think we are over with our break, so we can carry forward this discussion in the main meeting room. I hope everyone is back now, or those who need more time, they can join back in a while. Okay, so in the next section, you will again hear from me about facing your fears and having a discussion about what is the best way of overcoming your fears. Just to make it slightly interesting, I have made a few slides which I would like to share with you. So in the first section, we talk about our biggest fears and phobias and what is the difference between fear and phobia. So here I was just reading about that and I found something interesting that of all these fears, there are 4 or 5 most common type of phobia. This slide is just for your information. It is just fact sharing slides. So can anyone tell what is the most common phobia? If you have read about fears and phobias yourself.
Claustrophobia.
Yes, ma'am, you are, yes, you are true. Yes, it is on the slide. It will appear soon. So this is pronounced as thanatophobia, and it is the fear of death, fear of dying, which is most common in the current situation, wherein unfortunately we see that people are struggling to get oxygen, and I don't want to talk much about that because here we are trying to focus on the positive things. And the next, as Ritu ma'am rightly said, claustrophobia, and this is Ophidiophobia. I searched about the right pronunciation and I was getting different kind of pronunciations everywhere, but it is pronounced as ophidophobia and it is known as fear of snakes. And the next most common fear is fear of heights, pronounced as acrophobia. And to my surprise, the most common phobia, which is exhibited by 1 out of 20 people, it is called social phobia, fear of speaking in fear of speaking in public and fear of that social anxiety. But thankfully, we have this beautiful Toastmasters platform where we can encounter our social fears or fear of speaking in public. So you all must be wondering that I have been only talking about fears and phobias and not giving you the key to shatter those fears. Yes, we'll see that in the next slide. This is this image looks like a puzzle, but if you see in both the images, you will see images within your mind of your brain. I feel that the source of all our fears does not come from the external situations, rather it comes from uncontrolled minds or delusions. By uncontrolled mind, I mean that living in a state of comfort zone or state of confusion. So now let me try to help you know the secret of facing your fears or overcoming your fears. So here I have tried to present a diagram which tells you how to debunk the fear of failure. Yes, we don't have fear of anything or any physical entity or situation, but if we see deep down, the actual fear is fear of failure. So most of us try to remain in that comfort zone because we are too scared to accept or hear other people's judgment and reaction about us, and also fear of failing. But as we are able to expand our comfort zone beyond that feared zone, then we are able to venture into learning and growth zone, which is definitely a game changer. So, so while it sounds very complicated, I would say that if we raise our head and have a look around, we are able to find countless examples, and we will be able to take inspiration from others and the world around us, from which we can definitely overcome our fears. So that's all from my end. Now, moving forward, I would be inviting the first evaluator of the first speaker.
Sorry, Sunny, we can do the polling for the table topics first.
Yes, sure, sir. So now you will all see a poll for the best table topic speaker on your screen, and you can vote for the best table topic speaker.
I hope everyone can see the poll.
Yes. Yes. I guess everyone must be done.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So moving forward, I would like to invite our evaluator of the first speaker, which is who is Toastmaster Kanika.
Sorry,
Kanika,
Sunny,
can you
can
please
you hand it over
Yeah.
to the GE, please, for doing the
Okay,
evaluation?
okay. In that, okay, I'm sorry. In that agenda that was shared in the previous meeting, so we had the journal evaluator slot after the evaluator role, but however, I can definitely hand it over to the general evaluator. So now I would
Yeah,
be
thank you.
inviting, journal evaluator Toastmaster Ritu.
Yeah, thank you,
Over to
Sunny.
you, over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Sunny. So now we are going to first evaluate both the speeches and then we'll move forward to the auxiliary role players for their reports. Over to you, Kanika.
Thank you so much, the Madam Journal Evaluator. Now, today I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Gaurav's speech. You can learn from anyone. The title says it all. You can learn from an ant, right? Toastmaster Gaurav, in his speech, he just nailed it. Because I can never imagine that we can learn from an ant as well. I have learned from nature, but from an ant was a little bit surprising for me. During his speech, the objective was to identify his primary leadership style and share some aspect of his primary leadership style. During his speech, he shared the things that he learned from an ant, the leadership things, the parts of leadership he learned from an ant. The never quit attitude from an ant. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This word says it all, because from an ant, the never quit attitude, I can never imagine that, but he did. Kudos to your effort for identifying and sharing it with us. Then, one thing that I think would have been added was a little bit of voice modulation. The voice modulation helped us stay hooked to your speech. A little bit monotonous, it seemed, because of the voice modulation, but that will be improved very soon and we will work on it together. Now, the body language, I wrote something about it, but what I seemed from it, from your speech, from your body language, since you were standing and giving your speech, was that it showed a little bit of nervousness in you. A little bit of nervousness. Then, in your speech, while you were speaking, I really liked the fact that when you were giving your speech, you included two stories. The two things that you learned, from where you learned the leadership style. One was from the ant, and the next one was you included yourself and you shared your own experience with your team. So I really like this fact that you included two stories, because including stories in your speech helps us to connect with the audience. One was about the ant, from which you learned, and the next was from yourself, from your team. That gave a personal touch to your speech. So kudos to that efforts as well, including two stories that I could never imagine. Overall, it was a great speech, and a little bit improvement is always required, and we will work upon it for surely from the next time. And I really liked, and the story of an ant made me curious, and everyone curious over here, what we can learn from an ant. So yes, it was a great speech, and thank you. That's it from my side.
So now, after Kanika, we move on to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Kumar, who's going to evaluate the speech of Ishani. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritu. Leadership styles explained by Toastmaster Ishani. It is always a pleasure listening to Toastmaster Ishani. First, I will start with the things I liked about her speech. The number one thing I liked about her speech was her honesty. Her speech was completely honest, and it was not a Gyan session. Generally, what can happen in this type of speeches is that you explain the biography of a certain successful leader or something like that. But she was very honest, explaining her 4 years journey of the Toastmasters Club, what she has learned from the different leaders in the Toastmaster Club. So it was a very honest speech, I would say. And secondly, it was also very well organized. When she started the speech, she explained her experiences of 4 years, what she learned, and what helped her grow in the Toastmasters Club. And then she came on to the 7 different leadership styles. So it was very well organized, I would say. And her speech was had very realistic examples, which helped us connect also. When she gave an example that she was about to leave the Toastmasters Club and she had no idea what she wanted to do here, and how leaders were honest and compassionate with her, and it really helped connect us with her, because we have also been encouraged by different mentors here in this club, and they always encourage us. So it was a personal connection, and the quotes also she used were realistic. When she told that leaders are not born, they are made. Leaders does not become leaders overnight. So I completely liked the content and organization of the speech. However, any speech have areas of improvement, and this speech I felt also had areas of improvement. First of all, she could have done a little bit of voice modulation when she was explaining the qualities of leaders. For example, when she said leaders are not born, they are made, she could have emphasized a little with a little louder voice, leaders are not born, they are made. Or she could have leaders are not born overnight. So she could have emphasized on that. She could have done little voice modulation, because it was sounding a little bit monotonous. It felt at same pace throughout the speech. And secondly, the starting of the speech could have been improved. She could have started with an inspiring quote or something like that on leadership, which could have attracted the attention of the audience, or engaged with the audience right at the start. What is your idea of a great leader? And last, when she was explaining the 7 different styles of leadership, she felt a little bit hurried, and she was really very fast while explaining those leadership styles, as the time was less. So she could have stick to 3 or 4 leadership styles instead of 7, 2 positive leadership styles and 2 negative leadership styles. So she could have done that. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Ritu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kumar. Now, moving on, can we have the voting now, or first we're going to conduct, we need to have the reports from the auxiliary role players?
No, if you want, we can do the voting for evaluators.
All right, let's have the voting done for the evaluators then. Thank you, Sanjeev.
Yes, exactly.
Could we have the chart, please? I hope everybody is done with that. Yeah. So next we move on to the reports for reports to be submitted by all the auxiliary role players of the meeting. That is Toastmaster Sanjeev, Toastmaster Preeti, and Toastmaster Prashant. So let's start with Sanjeev first. The timers report.
You can take mine in the end.
All right.
You'll need to take time for others.
All right. So could we have Preeti now? Toastmaster Preeti as the grammarian.
Yeah. I have noted down all the incorrect as well as the good usages of the words as well as the phrases. First of all, I would like to tell you some of the good usages. The words used like fear of unknown. Fear is destructive element in our mind. Nagging, crucial, never quit attitude, affiliative, harmonic relation, optimistic,
The screen is frozen, no? Preeti's video is frozen.
mesmerizing. I think my internet is bit unstable.
Okay.
Preeti, maybe you can switch off your video and then speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Having a vision, dipping your toe in the ocean. Leaders are not born, they are made. I love the usage of the word social butterfly, burning ambition, personally cherishing the moment, perception, oblivion, delusions. And some of the incorrect usages, I have made an Excel for all of these. If you want, I can even share that. Incorrect usages were for a female, it was used his role instead of her role. Renowned word was used incorrectly, pronounced incorrectly. Then we have follow. Follow word was used incorrectly. For an and, it should be he was used by one of the Toastmasters. It should be it. Become a bigger. It should be become bigger. One thing you should kept in mind. Instead of that, it should be keep in mind. Particular manners. It should be particular manner. Inside of us, it should be inside us. Back in normal, it should be back to normal. Who was successful? It was they were talking about some plural, and it should be who were successful. Monotonous pronunciation was incorrect by one of the Toastmasters, and kudos to Ishani. I think she's the only one who used word of the day today twice. None other than her used that word. That's it from my side. Thank you. Over to you, Ritu.
Thank you, Preeti. Next is Toastmaster Prashant, who's going to present his report as the AHA counter. Over to you, Prashant. Please unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. So hi all. First of all, I would say that all the participants have performed exceptionally well. So kudos to all. And however, still plethora of fillers were used during the sessions, and I was able to write it down. So if I go sequentially, so Toastmaster Mohit have used you know once and one Hindi word. Toastmaster Ritu used one long pause. Regarding Sunny, he was using some few pauses and are sometimes. In the speaker round, Gaurav used Gaurav used Hindi word ek cheeti. You know, there was some repetition of words and cross r, and never, never, second is. So there were multiple repetition of the word from the Gaurav. And in the table topic, Shweta used you know word. Harpreet used almost repeat almost once. Also, Harpreet used you know, and there were 8 to 9 times Harpreet have used and Jason has used 1 or 2 long pauses. Vaibhav has used thrice, and Kumar has used 1 Hindi word. And that's it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Ritu.
Yeah, thank you, Prashant, for the report. Next is Toastmaster Sanjeev, who will present his report as the timer.
Ritu, if you can just give me a few seconds to start.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I think today we had a good session as far as the timings were concerned. There were just one disqualification in terms of speaker. So Ishani took 7 minutes 36 seconds. So that was the only disqualification. Other than that, if as you can see my screen, what I have done is I have noted the time taken by each role player and the speaker as well. So we were supposed to start at 10:30, but we started slightly late at 10:34 owing to some technical issues because we were not able to log in time due to some technical glitch. And then there were some time overlaps taken by president and the team mode in terms of the allocated time. What you see on the red is the like wherever there has been time overlaps, and greens are the one which has been within the time. So GE, timer, raw counter, initial introduction were all fine by all of them. Speaker 1, Gaurav Sachdeva took 6 minutes 23 seconds, and Ishani, as I said, she's the only from a speaker perspective, she took more time, so that's why she got disqualified. Then regarding table
Sanjeev
topic,
sir, yeah, Sanjeev sir, sorry to interrupt you. In the, I think that the timing mentioned here for the team mode role, especially in the second section, it is mentioned as 0 to 1 minute, but as per the official Toastmaster guidelines, in the second section, the allocated time is around 4 to 6 minutes, and it was also mentioned as 4 minutes in the previous agenda that was shared for earlier meeting. I don't know if 0 to 1 minute is the correct allocation.
actually, no, this what you see the allocated time, this I just copied, pasted from what Shubhangi had sent in the mailer. So maybe we can take note of that if the time allocation is not proper here. But I understand 4 to 6 minutes is the overall time in the second slot. So you had initial some time. In fact, this time was not mentioned in that. So, but I thought since you were to start it and hand it over to the GE, I took some, I allocated some time here. So that's a confusion which we'll have to look into. And then you still have some time left after this session, after the evaluation round. So as per the time sheet
Yes,
calculated,
yes,
that's
okay.
they are with it. So
Okay, thank you,
as per
sir.
that, there were
Thank you for
some
resolving.
some overlaps in terms of time. Break also we took slightly more time. Regarding evaluations, both evaluations were on time, and all the table topics were also, all the table topics speakers used the required time only. There was no overstepping of the time. So far, counter and Gremier also they took their allocated time. For me, I think, I don't know if anyone is taking. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjeev. So now can we have the voting done for the auxiliary role players as well now?
Okay, just give me a second.
I hope the voting is done. Now, can we have the results also now? Or would you like to, like me to
I
evaluate?
think results president will announce at the end.
All right,
We
okay.
have to have voting for SR, Sterling role
All
players
right.
as well.
All right, so first I'm going to evaluate the evaluators and the auxiliary players now. So the first evaluator was Kanika. She had that supportive and the warmth and the compassionately and very nicely she showed the flaws, whatever wrong was done by Gaurav in his speech. And the flaws also that she mentioned was modulation and the body language, and she was very supportive where she was suggesting that we can work upon those points. So in a very warm manner and nicely, she had given all the in a CRC approach, though the R of the CRC was not so much emphasized, but still very nicely and supportively she had given the report for Gaurav. And the second evaluator was Kumar. Kumar, you really need to have that kind of confidence and conviction to actually pinpoint the mistakes from Ishani's speech, because I personally find it very much flawless. But you did a good job, Kumar, by quoting the examples and again by the commendations. You said the content about the content and the organization of the speech. It was very nicely given by Ishani. But still, again, I would mention that you need to really have that kind of confidence to actually pinpoint the flaws in her speech. And Ishani was the only one who used the word of the day twice, plethora. Next, moving on to the evaluation of all the auxiliary role players. So Preeti did a very good job as a grammarian, very nicely. She had keenly listened to each and every word of the meeting, and then she was able to quote all those good vocabulary and the phrases that everybody else had used. And she was totally justified in giving her report. Next was Prashant, who again did a good justice in pinpointing all the ahas and the pauses that people used in the meeting. And though I would say that Prashant himself had used little bit of pauses and ahas in giving the report himself. Then Sanjeev was the timer, and very precisely he pinpointed, and very nicely he's managed to give the report. And overall, the meeting started on time, and it's hopefully winding up on time. And just due to some technical issue that we could start at 10:34, but then it was almost like on time. And the way Toastmaster of the Day conducted the meeting was interesting too. The topic was quite relevant. Fear has no face, the fear of unknown, and the kind of interactive session that he was holding. Again, twice he held that interactive session, and in the last section when he was showing how to overcome the fear, how different kind of phobias can be overcome. So that Sunny himself is very inspiring and motivating, the kind of effort he's making in overcoming his fears. So that is actually very motivating for all of us. So the meeting was overall quite interesting. The Toastmaster of the Day, Abhishek, he made the session quite interesting by giving topics to the speakers and actually picking up the speakers himself, that too. And so all in all, the meeting was quite interesting and worth attending on a day like Sunday. So thank you all for your support and for being here. So now moving on, we can have I hand it over to the president of the meeting.
I think it's Timur first. Yeah, first you need to hand it over to Timur.
All right, sorry.
Thank you.
So, Sunny, please. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. So, Mr. President, are we going for the polls for Sterling's Toastmaster right now, or
after you close?
After my third session. Okay.
After you close it, this is
Thank
your
you,
last
sir.
session. You can close this and then call for
Yes,
the polls.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll just take I'll only take around a couple of minutes time. Okay. Hello, everyone. In the previous session, we talked about how to overcome our fears. I'll try to quote some golden words. The brave man is not the one who does not feel afraid, but he's the one who is able to conquer those fears. So if we see around and go back in the past and present, we will come across amazing personalities who were able to smash their fear of fear to embark upon a beautiful and amazing journey of self-discovery and ambitious accomplishments. They were able to translate their failures into intimidating success stories. So I'll quickly share my screen again to show you who all are those personalities I am talking about. Just allow me 1 second. Yes. Yes. So I believe most of you have heard about the founder of KFC, Mr. Sanders, but very few would know that his 9 times, and he failed at every job he tried his hands at. And inspiring stories of the author of Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling. She failed in almost everything life and considered herself a major failure before trying her hands at the super successful Harry Potter series. When there are many more such examples, and if we see there are more examples, including the founder of Walt Disney, who was fired in his first job for not being creative, and everyone has heard about the founder of Microsoft, who was a college dropout, and he failed his business before founding Microsoft. So these are just a few examples, and we also come across some more examples in our everyday lives. So my only message and key takeaway from today's session would be that we should fear nothing in life. Nothing in our lives has to be feared. It has to be rather understood. So I shall repeat, nothing in our lives has to be feared. It has to be understood. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Over to you, Mr. President.
Okay, I'm first launching the poll for the Sterling role play, and then acting President Vaibhav can take over. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. So Vaibhav, you have the results on your WhatsApp.
Okay. Firstly, it was a wonderful meeting, very nicely hosted by Toastmasters Sunny. He mentioned the types of phobias and also gave examples of Harley Sanders and J.K. Rowling. Now, before we move further to announcing the results, let's have some guest feedback. Jason D'Souza, could you please unmute yourselves and tell how did you enjoy the meeting?
Jason D'Souza speaking. I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. I think it was run very efficiently. All the appointment holders played a a very important role and played it well at that. I also enjoyed the Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Sunny. He is a very inspirational person, and as a fellow stutterer, I know the difficulty he faces every day with his speech. And for him to step up into this role and just give it a try and a good shot, that is really inspirational. So apart from that, I also like everyone who took part in the table topic session. They were all very innovative with their thoughts and spoke on their feet. Thank you very much for having me in this meeting. And as I said, I will send Sunny the link of my meeting here in Singapore, and would look forward to have you all join in there too. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you, Jason, over here. And next guest is potential Toastmaster Shweta. Since you're regular to our meetings, will you please give us feedback?
Yes, though, thank you. Thanks a lot, Vaibhav. And yes, I am regular, but I come very rarely. That is the reason I'm late in joining as a member. But now for sure I'm joining in. First of all, as I said before, also, I love the energy and the positivity in the group. And you all are so welcoming. That is how a unified group should be. You actually tell what a leader is all about. So I loved it thoroughly. And in fact, everybody did their best in whether it was table topics or otherwise the Toastmasters speech. It was amazing. I personally loved Ishani's speech. It was really, really very well described and amazing. So thanks a lot for having me, and soon I will be a member.
Thank you so much, Shweta. We can't wait to have you as a member. So next is Paras Gupta. Could you please give us some feedback on the meeting?
Yeah, hi everyone. Sorry I joined a little late, so couldn't hear the speeches. But for the rest of the part, I actually liked it, and how everyone was able to speak up on an impromptu topic so nicely. And I like the whole concept actually, how everyone is given different roles so that everyone has a participation in each and every meeting. So I think it's a platform that can give me the thing I was looking for, and I look forward to joining it.
Thank you. Paras,
Thank
since
you
you
for
joined the
having
meeting late, can you please introduce yourself as well? We'd love to know about you.
Yeah. I'm Paras Gupta and I live in Delhi in Janakpuri. I'm 22. Right now I'm doing a job at Futures First Gurgaon. It's a derivatives trading company, and I'm working as a market analyst over there. And right now it's just been 3 months since I've joined, and it's not much of a public speaking kind of, like, it's nowhere connected to speaking skills. I don't need them at all at my job, and partly that's why I started to look for something so that I don't get dull in this aspect of my life, in talking, in communicating. That's it.
Paras, you'll be pleased to know that currently our club is, when we'll go physical, it is in Janakpuri itself. So you can join the club, and if you want, you can join the club right now virtually as well. So we'd love to have you as a member in the club. And thank you for your introduction and feedback. So Sakshi, could you please give us some feedback on the meeting?
Yeah, sure. I really loved the way that everyone was interacting, and I haven't done this since I passed my 12th, and seriously, it was like a nice and interactive session. Everything was really positive and no corona news and everything. Also, I look forward to be a member of this group. So thank you so much.
Well, we love to have you, Sakshi, as a member. Thank you so much, all the guests, for giving such a great introduction and feedback. Now it's time for the results. So first I'll start with best auxiliary role player. Any guesses? You're allowed to make a guess. Please unmute yourself.
Sham.
And anyone else?
Master Preeti.
Yes, it is indeed Toastmaster Preeti. Congratulations, Toastmaster Preeti, for winning the auxiliary role player for the very first time.
Thank you so much. My first award.
And now let's go for best table topic speaker. Guesses again?
Kanika.
Anyone else? Yes, it is indeed Kanika ma'am. So Toastmaster Kanika is the best table topic speaker for the day. Round of applause for her. And now best evaluator.
Toastmaster Kumar.
And there was another evaluator. It is again Kanika ma'am. So Toastmaster Kanika has won the best evaluator as well. So, and now the next is best Sterling role player. We have three, I think: Toastmaster Sunny, Toastmaster Ritu, and Toastmaster Abhishek. So who do you think amongst the three has won the best Sterling role player?
Very tough one. Very hard to make a guess.
But you have to make a guess. You have to choose one.
Toastmaster Sunny, I would say.
It is indeed Toastmaster Sunny. Toastmaster Sunny did a wonderful job today. Round of applause for Toastmaster Sunny. Congratulations,
Thank you
Toastmaster
so
Sunny.
much. Thank you so much. I know
Toastmaster Sunny, you are hung actually. We can't hear you.
Next time I try to.
Sure, Toastmaster Sunny. And finally, the best speaker.
Thank you so much. That's better.
Ishani.
Well, unfortunately, Toastmaster Ishani was disqualified, and the best speaker goes to none other than Toastmaster Gaurav. Round of applause for Toastmaster Gaurav. He has also won the first award in TMWD. Round of applause.
Congratulations, Gaurav. It was a wonderful
Congratulations,
team.
Toastmaster.
Nice.
So Sanjeev sir, is there anything you would like to add? Or should we close?
No, I think we can close. Maybe one announcement, but still it's in the process. So we are soon going to have a joint meeting with one of the corporate club. And if you remember, I had sent an opinion poll from you. So because it's with a corporate club and we had to adjust to their timing, so it will be on Saturday. That will be 5th of June. So just take note of this, everyone. So keep yourself free on first Saturday of June. We're going to have a joint meeting with TCS Gurgaon. So formalities are still happening. So we'll announce as and when the details would be announced as and when it's finalized.
Sure, sir. Toastmaster Sunny, could you please ask your son to say a hi? He's peeping in. Okay, looks like Toastmaster Sunny is facing some connection issue. So I think we are done. So bye-bye. Have a great day. It was a wonderful meeting. It was a pleasure to have you. So it was Sanjeev sir, we'll have to wait, right?
Yes, all the EC team members I'd request to wait. And Mohit, if you can also wait for some time. We need to discuss about elections.
Mohit sir, you're on mute.
Yeah, I was saying Sunny is probably trying to say something. Sunny, you're on mute.